Have you ever felt that, like, really deep urge for change? You want it so badly, but then you find yourself, I don't know, tripping yourself up, sabotaging it somehow. It's not about being weak or, lacking willpower. What if we told you there's actually a biological reason for that? And, more importantly, a way to actually rewire it?
Yeah.
Welcome to a deep dive into something I find truly fascinating. The neuroscience behind identity, why we sometimes feel so stuck, and how you can shift things so change finally genuinely sticks.
And what's really wild is that the life you want, it's often not as far away as you think. It's more that your nervous system isn't quite convinced it's safe for you to step into it yet.
Okay.
So we're going to dig into the neuroscience of identity, embodiment, and how it all works together.
Right, let's unpack that.
Yep.
Because usually we think change starts with habits. Yeah, like I just need to wake up earlier, stop scrolling.
Exactly. But what the research suggests is it goes deeper. It actually starts with your identity, how you see yourself. Every time you say, oh, I'm always late, or I never stick to things, or even I'm just not a money person, your brain doesn't really argue.
It just logs it.
Yeah, pretty much. It records it like, okay, copy that, that's who we are. And then almost automatically, it starts wiring your behavior to match that self-concept. That's what they call identity reinforcement. And it's happening all the time, whether you realize it or not.
So it's like a background program running, constantly confirming who we think we are.
You got it.
Yeah.
Which is why just trying to change the action often fails if the underlying identity hasn't shifted.
Okay, so if our brain just records these things, I'm this, I'm that, does that mean we're just stuck? Like, are we doomed to repeat these patterns if that's what the brain is latched onto? It can feel that way sometimes.
No, not at all. And that's the really hopeful part, honestly, because, these pathways, they get wired through repetition.
Okay.
Which means you can rewire them the exact same way through repetition of something new.
Ah, okay. So instead of, I'm always late,
You start telling yourself consciously, I am someone who follows through, or I feel safe being successful, or good things happen to me. And when you start doing that, your brain, it actually starts looking for proof.
looking for evidence out in the world.
Exactly. It scans your reality to support this new identity you're feeding it. And over time, with consistency, your external world starts to reflect that internal shift back to you. Like one expert puts it really well, to change your personal reality, you have to change your personality.
And personality is shaped by
What you consistently tell yourself, what you believe about yourself, deep down. It's biological reprogramming, not just positive thinking.
That leads to a big question, though. If our brains can change like this, why are they so resistant in the first place? Why does it feel so hard to shift out of old patterns, even ones we really don't like?
Yeah, that's key. It comes down to the brain's primary job. It wasn't really designed for constant transformation or peak happiness.
Zero-base survival, right?
Exactly. Survival first. And survival means predicting what happens next. So it looks at yesterday, asks, what kept us safe then? And tries to repeat it. Familiarity feels safer, even if familiar is, kind of miserable sometimes.
That's homeostasis.
The system trying to keep things stable, resisting change. It's like an internal thermostat set to a certain comfort zone, even if that zone isn't where you truly want to be.
But
There's the flip side. The flip side is neuroplasticity. The brain is built to adapt, so you absolutely can retrain it. Not by fighting it head-on necessarily, but by working with its mechanisms.
okay, working with it. So that idea of the brain sticking to the familiar, even if it's uncomfortable, that makes a lot of sense. But then neuroplasticity, how do we use that? This idea of prediction errors sounds really interesting here.
Yeah, you've nailed the core concept. Your brain operates on predictions constantly. If X happens, then Y will follow. To change, you need to interrupt those predictions.
So hitting snooze, doom scrolling, those are predictable loops.
Totally. Deeply worn neural pathways, your brain just defaults to them.
Okay, so what happens if you just don't? If you do something different, even once, even something tiny, is that the prediction error? That little moment of, wait, what just happened?
Precisely. That little jolt, that, hang on, this isn't the script.
Yep.
It forces your brain to update. It has to pay attention.
So if the usual reaction to overwhelm is scrolling,
Pause instead. Just 30 seconds. Take a few deep breaths. If the pattern is hitting snooze 5 times, force yourself up on the first alarm. Just once.
even those tiny shifts matter.
They send a huge signal. Alert! Pattern interrupted. We're doing things differently.
It's not about massive leaps initially. It's about consistently feeding your brain these small, unexpected actions. Each one is a prediction error, nudging the brain to rewire its model of you. That's how you train it, gently, to align with who you want to become.
That feels doable.
Yeah.
Powerful, but doable.
But is there something people miss? Like, you can do the mindset work, create these prediction errors, but still feel stuck. Is there a deeper layer?
Oh, absolutely. And this is, I think, where a lot of self-help stuff falls short sometimes. You can journal affirmations, meditate like a monk, have the most amazing vision board.
Yeah.
But if your body, on a deep physiological level, still feels like that desired reality is unsafe, you'll likely push it away, unconsciously.
So the body has veto power.
Pretty much. To your nervous system, it's not resistance, it's protection. It's saying, whoa, that looks dangerous based on past data. Maybe success meant criticism before, or visibility felt threatening. So even if your mind wants it, your body hits the brakes.
Okay.
Real transformation, the kind that sticks, happens when the body finally feels safe. Safe to be seen, safe to succeed, safe to receive more good things.
So how do we build that safety?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's not just thinking happy thoughts. It's something physical in the nervous system.
Exactly. It's less about cognitive thoughts and more about somatic work working directly with the body. Things like breath work, EFT tapping, grounding practices, even just shaking or gentle movement can help.
How does that work?
These practices help regulate what's called neuroception. It's your body's subconscious radar, constantly scanning for danger or safety cues, way below your conscious awareness.
Wow.
For a lot of us, that radar can't tell the difference between a real threat, like, a tiger, and a perceived threat, like putting yourself out there or earning more money than feels normal.
So the goal is to calm that radar down.
Yeah, to teach your body physiologically, hey, it's actually safe now. It's safe to show up differently. It's safe to be successful. It's safe to receive. When your nervous system feels safe, it stops fighting the change you desire. This is crucial, and honestly, the part people often skip because it doesn't feel as direct as affirmations, but it's vital.
Okay, so identity is key. Getting the body to feel safe is key. How does our perception then filter everything? How does the brain decide what reality we even experience?
Right, this connects everything. In spiritual terms, people talk about alignment or manifestation. Neuroscience has a name for the mechanism, the reticular activating system, or RAS.
The RAS, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
It's like a filter.
Exactly. It's your brain's gatekeeper. Millions of bits of information hit you every second, right? The RAS decides what tiny fraction gets your conscious attention. And here's the critical part. It doesn't filter based on objective truth.
It filters based on
Your beliefs, what you hold to be true, consciously or, more often, unconsciously.
Whoa. So if I subconsciously believe, I don't know, that opportunities are scarce, my RAS will literally filter out opportunities and highlight scarcity.
Precisely. It will make the evidence for scarcity seem glaringly obvious and everything else kind of fade into the background. But flip that belief. Start genuinely expecting possibilities. Start identifying as an opportunity magnet.
Then the RAS has to find evidence for that instead.
It has to. It starts filtering your reality to match that new dominant belief. You start noticing things you literally didn't perceive before, not because they weren't there, but because your filter wasn't tuned to them.
Okay, this isn't just about what we see though, right? It affects how we act. I've heard people talk about delusional confidence, acting as if. Is there any science to that?
Oh, absolutely. It sounds funny, but yeah. It's basically the Rosenthal effect or the Pygmalion effect. It's well studied. When you genuinely expect things to go well, when you carry that belief, you unconsciously act in ways that make it more likely. Your posture changes, your tone changes, the risks you take change, and crucially, other people pick up on those signals.
So you influence them too.
Yeah. If you walk in expecting success, speaking with certainty, moving with purpose, people respond differently than if you walk in hesitantly, expecting rejection. Your inner belief shapes your outward behavior, which shapes how the world responds back. It's a feedback loop.
And this connects back to the brain changing. It's not just perception. The brain itself adapts physically.
Yes, exactly. Through neural pruning. Think of it like brain gardening. Pathways you don't use anymore, your brain literally dismantles them.
So if I stop feeding the "I'm always late" story, stop feeling the frustration of it, stop acting that way,
your brain starts to prune that neural pathway. It literally weakens and can eventually disappear because it's no longer being activated. You're not just thinking differently, you are biologically becoming different.
Wow.
You create new thoughts, new emotions, new beliefs, and that new internal state, that new frequency starts attracting different outcomes. Not through force, but because you've become a match.
Okay, one last piece. The environment. How much does our surroundings, the people we're around, influence this whole internal rewiring process.
Hugely. It's often underestimated. Your brain has these things called mirror neurons.
Right, they fire just by watching someone else.
Exactly, or even sensing their emotional state. So when you hang around people who are, say, really creative or confident or have a healthy relationship with abundance, your brain starts subconsciously picking up their patterns, learning by observation.
So who we follow online, who we listen to, who we spend time with, it matters a lot.
It matters tremendously. Your nervous system is constantly tuning itself to the emotional frequency of your environment. If you're doing all this inner work, but your outer world is constantly bombarding you with negativity or reinforcing old limitations,
Swimming upstream.
totally, you'll keep hitting a ceiling. To really evolve, you need to consciously curate your environment so it reflects and supports the person you're becoming.
Okay, this is all incredibly insightful. So for someone listening right now, how do they start applying this? How do we take this neuroscience and actually use it today?
Right, let's make it super practical. 5 key steps, building on everything we've talked about.
Okay, number 1.
Create micro-prediction errors. Gently interrupt your autopilot. Just one small thing a day your brain doesn't expect. Get up 5 minutes earlier, maybe drink water before coffee instead of after, take a different route on your walk, brush your teeth with the other hand, tiny things.
The goal isn't huge change, just
Right.
different.
Exactly, just signal to the brain consistently, hey, the old patterns aren't running the show anymore. Consistency is key.
Got it. Number 2.
Change your identity script. Remember, identity is just the story you tell yourself, so rewrite it consciously. Create new I am statements. I am resourceful. I am calm under pressure. I am worthy of success.
And just saying them is enough.
Say them? Yes, but feel them. Record yourself saying them with real emotion, real conviction, like a movie trailer for your future self. Call it a self-rampage if you like. Make it feel real.
Okay, like embodying it.
Yeah. Listen to that recording daily. Driving, cleaning, whatever. Your subconscious is always listening. This repetition reprograms those deep beliefs, recalibrates your nervous system, retunes your RAS.
Makes sense. Number 3.
Regulate your nervous system. Seriously, please don't skip this. It's where so many people get tripped up. An agitated nervous system defaults to survival mode, not growth mode.
So breath work, tapping.
Yeah, even just 2 minutes. Box breathing, EFT tapping, grounding, feeling your feet on the floor. Find what feels good to you. Do it consistently, even if you don't feel like anything's happening initially. You're building that crucial foundation of safety in your body. The more you choose regulation, the more your body believes it's safe to change.
Okay, crucial. Number 4.
Visualize your future self often. And vividly. See it, feel it, hear it. What does that future you feel like in your body? You can do this with your identity script recording or morning and night or during meditation.
Why is visualization so powerful?
The brain doesn't always distinguish clearly between vivid imagination and reality. The more real you make that future vision feel, the more your brain wires itself as if it's already happened. It starts creating the neural architecture for that reality, guiding your actions and perceptions toward it.
Wow. Okay, and the last one, number 5.
Curate your environment. Remember those mirror neurons and nervous system tuning. Be intentional. Who are you listening to? What are you watching? Who are you spending time with? Does your environment lift you up and reflect who you want to be?
So detoxing the feed, choosing conversations carefully.
Absolutely. Immerse yourself as much as possible in environments, physical, digital, social, that resonate with the future you're creating. It makes the whole process so much easier.
This has been such a clarifying deep dive. It really shifts the perspective, doesn't it? Transformation isn't about forcing yourself into being someone new.
Exactly. It's much more about letting go of the conditioning, the old stories, the protective patterns that were never truly you in the first place.
Like that returning home.
Yeah, returning home to the potential, the essence that's always been there, just maybe buried under some layers.
So for everyone listening, reflecting on all this, what's one small, safe step you could take, maybe even today, just one little thing to signal to your amazing brain that a new reality is not just possible, but already beginning?